This is out of London, UK, and right now you are looking at images taken outside the hospital where Prince Philip has spent the last 2 weeks undergoing treatment for an infection. Now, hours ago, he was moved to another hospital in the city for further care and observation. So right now, Prince Philip is inside St. Bartholomew's Hospital in London, and this is where he will undergo testing for a pre-existing heart condition. Now, this hospital does specialize in cardiac care, and that is where the CBC's Tessa Arcilia is standing by right now. She joins us with the very latest. Tessa, good to see you. What more can you tell us about this transfer?
Hi there, Michael. Indeed, so we're standing in front of St. Bartholomew's Hospital, as you said earlier, and that transfer indeed took place this morning amid a flurry of activity. Let me just read to you the Palace's statement. They said the Duke of Edinburgh was today transferred from King Edward VII's Hospital to St. Bartholomew's Hospital, where doctors will continue to treat him for an infection as well as undertake testing and observation for a pre-existing heart condition. They also said the Duke remains comfortable and he is responding to treatment, but is expected to remain in hospital until the end of this week. Now, Michael, we already knew about that infection. What is new today is that he is going to be treated and observed for a pre-existing heart condition. Now, there has been, the press camped out now in front of St. Bartholomew's here, but earlier in front of King Edward VII's Hospital since the 16th of February. That was a day Prince Philip walked into that hospital apparently unaided on the advice of his doctors at the time because he had been feeling unwell for a few days. So in that 2 weeks already of observation, it has been 13 days. That is the longest time that he has spent in hospital to date, at least in recent years. Second to that was in 2013 when he was in hospital for 11 days for an exploratory operation on his abdomen. Now, in terms of anything related to his heart, if we look back at his medical history, I was just looking through it, at least that we know of. In 2011, he was treated for a blocked coronary artery. So that's in relation to his heart. He had some chest pains back then. In terms of infections, in 2012, he had a bladder infection, and that also entailed a stay in the hospital. He had to miss the Queen's Jubilee Diamond concert at the time. So these are just a few of the reasons why he was in and out of hospital in the last few years. Right now, he is here in St. Bartholomew's Hospital being observed and treated for that pre-existing condition. Now, let me just remind everyone that this is not COVID-related. This has been stated by the Palace from the very beginning. The Queen and the Duke of Edinburgh had received their first COVID jab in January, and they had been shielding, the Queen still is, at Windsor Castle. So again, the latest update that we know, he is responding to treatment for that infection, but right now he's here being observed and he will have to go testing on a pre-existing heart condition. Michael?
Okay, so responding well to treatment, as you say, but I am wondering about the royal family. Do we have any sense of how this is playing out with them?
I mean, this is looking at their movements. This is one of the ways we can figure out what exactly is happening behind closed doors. They're very tight-lipped, very few information, of course, on health matters. But we know that Prince Charles did visit his father for about 30 minutes. Prince William said his grandfather is doing okay. Prince Edward said that his father was a lot better and that everyone was keeping their fingers crossed. As far as the Queen, she hasn't visited yet that we know of. So again, she is continuing with her royal duties. We saw her on a video conference, in fact, with the healthcare workers here, congratulating them for the vaccination program and encouraging everyone to get that jab. So right now, there is no sense really of any panic among the royal family, Michael. So what we know so far, we are getting from Buckingham Palace.
Okay, Tessa, you and I will speak again. I appreciate this. Thank you for that. The CBC's Tessa Arcilia